Hi, everyone. I wanted to deliver this very personal download and message from Spirit. I really feel that for the collective, we are really at the precipice of a major shift and a major change. And this is looking very different for everyone in the collective, but there are many of us right now that have elevated so quickly in such a short amount of time, and time really has no meaning in the 5D, it's all really like an illusion, or really it just, has no meaning. And so for those of you that are really at this breaking point of resolving or finalizing your integration right now, spiritually speaking, I've crafted this little miniature reading specifically for you. And it's a 3 card reading. We're only going to use the traditional tarot. And hopefully, you will find some resonance with the messages that come through here. And so, without further ado, we are just going to jump right into it. So, for our first card, as I'm shuffling for this particular spread, this first card is going to be talking about what it is that we must fully release at the present moment in time to cross the threshold of this spiritual integration right now. This card is going to reveal the final remnants of ego, fear, attachment, whatever outdated belief that must be surrendered right now so that the full integration can take place. Okay, wow. So this is definitely going to be a profound message, and I really feel like it's really going to be tailored and really touch to the heart spaces of the people that are so close to ending their spiritual integration. And so we have a triad of cards that came out for position 1 in this particular reading. So we have the Four of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, and then we have the Page of Swords in the upright position. So definitely a very profound message here that we have. So to start out with the Four of Wands, this is really a beautiful card of celebration, stability, or a soul-aligned union. And so in this particular spread that I've crafted, the message is very clear right here. Some of us may still be clinging to a vision of harmony that's built around external milestones. Some of us may need to release a subconscious attachment to an idolized version of a relationship, a reunion, or some sort of arrival moment. Some of us need to release a subconscious attachment to needing others to celebrate or acknowledge our own personal growth. And some of us need to release a subconscious attachment to the belief that spiritual fulfillment must look a certain way. And with that said, you could be feeling right now a sense of waiting for others to join you, recognize you, build with you before you fully step into your power. But with this Three of Pentacles, you're actually being guided right now to stop waiting for permission or support to finish what you've started, to release the belief that your spiritual path requires teamwork or shared vision at this stage of your life right now, and to also let go of needing others to spiritually meet you where you are. The thing to remember about spiritual integration is that it's often a solitary act of self-commitment. And that might be something that many of us have forgotten right now. And with us forgetting that right now, we could be delaying our integration by overanalyzing our path or comparing it to others. So with the Page of Swords, this is Spirit saying that we may need to release the mental noise that says, I'm not ready yet, or I still need more answers. I still need time to seek certain knowledge. You already have the knowledge within you. You already have esoteric knowledge, gifts, profound wisdom within you. So, Spirit is really asking you right now to let go of the compulsion to constantly check, spy, observe, wait for confirmation before moving forward with something, to release distractions, information overload, mental restlessness. This, oh, I just had to take a deep breath, a deep sigh. I'm sorry. This is just such like profound energy that I'm really feeling right now. I feel guided from someone's soul tribe or spirit team to say, you already know embodiment begins where inquiry lives. I'm sorry, embodiment begins where inquiry ends. That's very specific for somebody. So, what we need to remember to release right now, spiritually speaking, the universe is asking us right now to trust our inner truth, even if no one sees it, even if no one joins you or validates what's going on right now. Your final step to integration is when you stop seeking outside of yourself and embody who you are right now in the present moment. That's where your power lies. Okay, continuing with the spread, we have here another pair of cards, not a triad, a pair. So again, the angel number 22. That could be significant. We have here the Four of Pentacles, and then we have the Three of Swords in the reverse position for the Three of Swords and the upright position for the Four of Pentacles. So this position right here, this combination, this is the frequency or mindset that we need to embody right now. This pairing is going to show us what new vibration, soul truth, or perspective that we must consciously align with to stabilize to our highest timeline that we're currently stepping into. So the message that's coming through here with this pairing, I'm getting so many messages right now, but the highest, strongest thread that I'm getting right now to stabilize our spiritual integration for what it is we need to embody right now, we need to embody emotional sovereignty. We need to no longer be controlled by past betrayals, fear of loss, the urge to guard our heart so tightly that love and healing cannot enter. We need to embody the energy of release of fear-based control, especially around love, vulnerability, and energetic security. That's coming through very strongly. And finally, we need to embody the energy of sacred emotional resilience. Ooh, sorry, I had to take a sigh there. Many of us in the collective right now have really gone through something, and we felt everything regarding love, regarding certain karmic patterns, behaviors, whatever. And right now, we have to shift our mindset. Our mindset has to reflect the strength, not strength through walls, but through boundaries that's rooted in love. So, love is definitely the key here. It's time for us to really acknowledge our pain as sacred and not shameful, to let our wounds become teachers and not putting us in a box or a jail, to see heartbreak not as something that defines us, but as something that redefines who we are. Spirit is really asking us right now to stop leaking our energy to fear-based control, scarcity, or emotional self-protection. We're being challenged right now to ground ourselves, to release the need to hold on tightly to pain, people, certain patterns, beliefs that give a false sense of control, to recognize the true safety that comes not from clinging, but from alignment with our soul's truth. I'm really feeling like a channeled message again from somebody's spirit team. I'm hearing, and I don't really, say that I hear things because I'm clairsentient, so it's more of a feeling. But I'm really actually hearing someone whispering, saying that I'm rooted in truth, that I don't need to hold on to survive, that I'm open to receive and to involve. This is the certain frequency right now that we have to embody for this breakthrough in our integration. I gotta tell you, someone's energy is very, very strong that I'm channeling within the collective. So, someone is definitely really on the precipice of breaking free into a new timeline. And I just feel a rush of energy, like chills almost. Oh my gosh. And what a profound reading indeed. Okay. So, the final cards, and it's really funny how in this particular spread that I've crafted, these cards are just flinging out in pairs and triads. And we have another pairing here, and this is a very significant pair. We have the beautiful Judgment card, and it's paired here with the Four of Swords, both in the reverse position. So this is definitely profound. Position 3 in this spread, the final position of this spread, is the sacred outcome for the collective at the end of the integration. This is what's waiting for us, the sacred outcome that is waiting for us at the end of this integration. So, this is very beautiful energy indeed. Okay. So, with the Judgment card, this card talks about rebirth and it talks about divine alignment and soul calling. So, right now, or what will be based off of this current energy, as Judgment is definitely one of the most spiritually significant cards in tarot, this card is representing awakening to our true calling, answering our soul's higher purpose. And it's also talking about a karmic resolution and a resurrection after a death-like transformation. So this could be referring to that Dark Night of the Soul reading that I did a little while ago. So once our integration is complete, we will definitely rise into our next spiritual identity. We're going to be feeling this undeniable call to act, to serve, to lead for those leaders out there, to speak from clarity and alignment, born of everything that we have survived, everything that we have went through for so long for some of you in the collective. This spiritual ascension is not just a change, it's a profound recognition. And with this alignment here, with the Judgment card, with the Four of Swords, our soul is being activated again. The rest period is going to be ending because it's going to be time for us to move forward boldly. I can definitely see this in my mind's eye. So, the sacred outcome here is once we fully integrate the pain, once we fully integrate and release certain attachments and root ourselves into our healed version of who we are, we are going to rise awakened, energized, profoundly aligned with our divine mission. There will be no more hiding, no more sleeping on our soul's truth. This will be a true resurrection from our core, from our essence, from our being. For those of you like me, when it comes to this integration, if you've been called to be still, with this Four of Swords, there will be no more remaining hidden or remaining still. This reintegration is going to be us stepping into a new world, a new timeline with new energy, clarity, urgency, emerging from a long period of healing, isolation, and internal silence. We are going to be shaking off this stillness, this rest, this retreat. We are going to be arising from this stillness with awakened purpose. I definitely feel this very strongly for many of us in the collective. We're going to be answering our soul's call, unafraid and unbound. That might not be a word, unbound. Unbound is what I meant to say. But the healing is going to be what feels like it's going to be complete. But see, with healing, that is definitely like a lifelong journey. But for this particular integration, for what it is that we have been integrating into, that particular type of healing is going to be over. So we're going to be stepping into something very bold and very new and very energizing. So I'm just so thrilled for many of us in the collective. I really am. So you guys, thank you so, so much for joining me with this particular channeled message. I really felt this so deeply after the last reading video, and I knew that this was definitely going to connect with many of us that are definitely on this precipice. So definitely continue trusting the process, continue to surrender because we are almost there. I definitely feel it. So I love you guys. I'm sending you lots of love and happiness, and I will see you all in the next video.